Are you looking for a job? Do you know that it is very important to have a very powerful resume that showcases and communicates who you are and what you do and what are the results that companies get because you work with them? Yes, if you are planning to quit your job, or if you quit your job, do you know that it is very important to have a very powerful resume that showcases and communicates who you are and what you do and what are the results that companies get because you work with them? Yes, if you are planning to quit your job, or if you quit your job, or if you're seeking your job, do you know that having an impactful resume is what matters? Why, you might ask? Well, according to research, only, most employers and recruiters only spend about 6 to 90 seconds looking at your resume. And what are the most problems that I saw for people, who are applying for jobs? So I have those friends who say me, Wanda, can you help me review my resume first? So what happened? The biggest mistake, they gave me a 6-page resume. Well, if you've been working for 20, 30 years, I understand there's so many experiences that needs to be there and something that you want to write, okay? But also, please understand, because employers and recruiters only have to, to 6 to 90 seconds to look at your resume. You have to make it very brief and as much as possible, maximum of 2 pages. And in today's live webinar, I will teach you three things. Number one, why is it important to align your goals with your resume and also your career goals? Second, what are the key information that you need to put in your resume? And last but not the least, how to write a resume that is clear and compelling. So let me go straight to the first topic. Why is it important to align your resume with your career goals? Well, I met a lot of people who are looking for jobs, but their number one problem is clarity. So if I ask them, okay, looking for a job, what do you want? And the answer to me is anything, Wanda. I'm just desperate to find a job. Well, that's the biggest mistake why you're not landing that job. First, you need to be clear what position, what industry, what salary type, what kind of company, because it will be easier for you to create a resume once you are clear of the industry, the role, the company that you want to work with. Even job finding will be easier for you. And I will walk you through later how on LinkedIn can you write, how LinkedIn can help you write a resume that is aligned to your career goals and, of course, to help you land that job. So, clarity, have the clarity, get the paper, write down, and just reflect on what kind of salary do you want, how much, what industry, what role, what kind of company, is it local, multinational, and so on. It is very important to be clear because job finding becomes easier with clarity of your career goals. And writing of your resume would be easier if you're clear about what you really want. Second, what are the key information that you need to put in your resume? Let me just share my screen quickly to give you more information about it. So let me share my entire screen. Okay. So if you go to Canva, actually Canva is one of the best app that is already available for you. It's free, but if you do want, some pictures, then you might need to enroll for a professional subscription, which is still a small amount of money. But if you're just starting, you can just go to Canva. If you go to Canva and just type resume, see, there are already a number of resumes that you can use. But I've already filtered some of my favorites that I've seen. So let me just zoom in and explain to you why and how, what's important in your resume. It's important to put a picture. Of course, most people are visual. They said 80% of people want to look at picture. They're visual. They communicate more through pictures. And having a professional picture, a headshot picture like this one, is one of the best ways for the employers or recruiters to have an impression about you already. And of course, put your name, put a big name about you, put a summary of what you are. Are you a consultant? Are you a manager? Are you a trainer? Or so on. And put a summary profile. A summary profile is an exam. It's a brief summary of her entire career. And in this resume, she clearly wrote, this is only an example, okay? Accounting consultant with 30 years of experience in accounting, including an accounting degree, working with small business owners, experience working in corporate accounting for many years, and experience in handling my own business. So it's very clear, right? So you need to have a profile summary which really summarizes who you are, what you do, how long have you been working. And one of the people I met, she is actually a very good one, but she forgot to explain that her greatest strength is actually turning companies from profits to losses. So I helped her create a profile to say she is a experienced CFO with over 20 years of experience, expert in turning companies from losses to profits. So that's very powerful, right? And now, it's also very important to put your work experience. Now, this page might not be enough for you, but put those work experience that is relevant to your current position that you're applying for. So you put the company, okay, what position are you holding, what year, and what kind of roles and responsibilities are you holding in that company. Now, for previous companies that you work with, remember to put everything on the past tense. But if you're currently working in the current company, you put it on the present tense. See, even the language, the grammar, the communication is very important. Now on the left side, you can put your education. Some people put it, some people don't. If you do have relevant educations or certifications, that's one of the things you also have to do. And of course, skills is very important. If you look at here, in this one, she was very creative enough to to communicate her skills. See, her accounting skills is like maybe 80%, right? If you can see it on the picture, growth hacking, presenting. So mention your top key skills. And I just want to mention also, see, if you look at the next page, she has here references. Some people put it, some people don't. Some people just put in a one page resume references available upon request. Or if you really want to put it, you put it right away, the name, the contact number, and the email of the person that is your reference for your job. Now, also, it's important to put the software and the language, okay? The language that you're speaking. What are the other examples? Let me just give you more examples. I also like this example. It's a one-page resume which clearly explains who she is, a professional photo, her work experience, the volunteer work, her skills and publications, and her educational background. Now, for me, I have different kinds of resume. It depends. If somebody is asking me to talk, then I'm gonna give my speaker bio or my speaker CV. So let me just clearly, I hope it's here. Oh no, I think I closed mine. I'm gonna show you one, but for me, okay, I think I have different kinds of resume depending on what is required of me. So if I'm invited to be a speaker, then I'm gonna use my speaker bio. If I'm invited to be a coach, then I'm gonna give them my bio as a coach. So let me just give you that example. Okay, while waiting for that and while looking for that, let me just give you another example of one of my favorites, a CV. If you are aware on LinkedIn, there was a very big news in the beginning of the year about Sydney Williams. Who is Sydney Williams? Let me just make it big. Sydney Williams is a mother. See, for especially for mothers who are finding it difficult to explain what your roles are, what you do. Sydney Williams is one of those big examples that she was able to share how motherhood gave her a lot of skills that no other person can do. And actually, her article spread throughout, and she was even interviewed in big shows in the U.S. because of what she did. She is one of the directors of GE, as far as I know. And if you're struggling, as a mother to write, what are my skills? What am I good at? Let me just zoom into what she wrote. So, what did she wrote? Sydney Williams wrote, I'm a mother to two boys under 3 years old. Most days I don't have a clue what I'm doing, but I adapt, maintain the highest level of energy and creativity. I can master so that the people around me feel safe, valued, and inspired. I'm human, I lose my okay, I'm not saying that have bad days, but I can start each morning with a new sense of optimism. Today will be a good day. Today will do more. Today will have a breakthrough. See, in her summary, she clearly explained what are her roles as a mother. Now, her skill summary is even more relevant. And you know, a lot of mothers are struggling. Wanda, what will I write in a resume, especially when they had career breaks? The truth is that if you're taking care of your children, if you do have career break, I'm sure motherhood have helped you to become a better person. And if you want to review Sydney Williams' skill summary, let me just read it for you as well. She wrote, I do every day, everything you do, I do it with one hand. Literally, I hold on to what's important. Hint, my baby. With all the strength I have in one hand while juggling the 1 million daily tasks of life in the other, I ruthlessly prioritize. Every day I grow stronger and more efficient as a result. See? Next, she said, I think 10 steps ahead. Each day is a 50 plus piece Jenga puzzle that I manage with skills, strategy, and luck. Wow. Next, what did she say? I maintain positivity while my patience is pushed to the limit. And then she explained what does that mean. My team has meltdown, emotions run high, new challenges arise daily. I led with compassion, listen to debate, encourage resolution through compromise, and so on. If you look at Sydney Williams' resume, she explains how she is adaptable, she leads with empathy, she fights ferociously, communicates powerfully and prolifically. She prioritizes integrity and honesty. What else did she say? I'm on constant search for a better way. I value collaboration. I do it with very little thank you. Oh yeah. We mothers have a thankless job, right? So if you are struggling to write the resume that you want, there are three things that I want to remind you. What do you need to do? First, you need to make sure that you really need to set clear goals. Second, write key information aligned to your goals. And of course, use your creativity. Based on those resumes that I've showed you, there's a lot of creativity that was put into it, from the format to the way that it is written, right? There's no right or wrong, but I believe in experimenting is the most important thing to do. Also, let me just give you one big tip. See, if you go to LinkedIn, let's say for example, this friend of mine, she's looking for a CFO position. So in LinkedIn, you can go and type CFO, you type the country, and you press search. And of course, if you want a director position or executive, you just put it here and then show result. Now, when you write your resume, you make sure that something on your resume is aligned to whatever the company is looking for. So let's say, for example, let me just look at this company. So this company is looking for a 5 years experience. No, my friend is like 20 plus years experience. So let me see this one. Okay. See, this one requires, okay, this is another small company. I think I need to look for a very big company for her. See, this is a very good example. One of the requirements of the CFO job is a CPA with at least 15 years of experience with accounting and finance, previous experience in setting up a business, especially in the Philippines, leading other function based in finance. See, if my friend is applying for this job, what is my recommendation for her? Tailor her resume according to the requirements of the job. So how will she rewrite her resume? She will say certified public accountant or experienced CFO with more than 20 years of experience in accounting and finance and experience that I think that I'm a great career coach, please vote for me. I'll drop the link below. And actually, it's here on my screen. Vote for me. Vote for Career Coach Wanda. And also, I will be one of the speakers for MamaCon 2021 happening on September 11. So let me just share my screen. And again, um, let me just share my screen and tell you more about MamaCon 2021. Okay. So I'm one of the speakers for MamaCon 2020. I would like to thank Monet Hamlin for having me. So it's going to be a 2-day event and I will be speaking on September 11. Please do register. And Working Moms Academy is also a partner and this is the registration. So it's going to be on September 11 and September 18. 1 to 6 p.m. I'm going to be there on September 11. If you do want to learn from other mothers how to be successful in all areas of your life, MamaCon is the best place for you to learn. Again, my name is Wandalyn-Tan Calupig. I would like to thank you for joining me live today and I look forward to having you again and for you to join me on our next live career coaching call. Unfortunately, my friend cannot join me today, but I hope she found this session useful on how to write a powerful CV. God bless you, everybody. Bye.